just got it home from the Dyno tuners, Benchmark Solutions. Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan. He tried doing the initial tuning, and he's just found numerous little things wrong. For example, intake pipe down there, it's got a bit of a kink in it. He's not happy with that. The boost controller, the pipe work, it's okay. I mean, a lot of people would be happy with it, but he wants to see it in like 200 series speed flow. It's like the Teflon core stuff, sort of similar to this, which is understandable because it's a tight area and you need everything to be pretty snug and fitted up good. There's that, and the coolant temperature sender from factory. Zetec have got a sensor down here, which I've got hooked up, and down the back there's, for the front wheel drive applications, there's a thermostat housing, and it's got a sensor built into it, but obviously I've got no room for that. I did have one welded into the water rail down here in the past, but I got rid of it, assuming I didn't need it. But when he tried doing the calibrations, he couldn't get a proper reading on the mighty platform for the ME221. And then there's that issue, and so underneath the inlet manifold there's air temperature sender. That's out of an EF Falcon, the Ford Falcon, and he's not happy with that. He just can't get it to read properly. I mean, if this was a natural aspirator motor, you just, yep, that's alright, just live with it. But because it's going to be running some high boost and it's going to be a lot of stress, he wants to make sure that everything's spot on. Another problem you had when you put on the dyno, he couldn't get the temperature up. Like, it got up to around 70, 80 degrees, but as soon as you get the fan going, it'd cool it right down quick. So I think there's maybe an issue with the thermostat, might be stuck open, or that's what he reckons, probably is. That's it really, just little things. I mean, it's as expected, because I haven't on the road test it really, because, you know, it's unregistered. As soon as you get out in the roads here, people talk. So I'll get onto that. I'll replace the thermostat. I'll just check it first, make sure it opens and closes. There might be some other issue, I don't know, but there's no other way for the water to get past there. Sort that out. Just to cover what this motor is, the blacktop zetec out of a 2004 Ford Focus. It's got the retro Ford conversion kit, so it's got the retro Ford rocker cover, sump, probably can't see on there too good, World Cup cross member, World Cup engine mounts to suit, a coil relocation kit. Coil's buried underneath that manifold now. I made that inlet manifold myself out of stainless steel. And the throttle body's off a EF Falcon. The exhaust manifold's all custom made. And the turbocharger's a G25 660. It's the latest generation Garrett. And I've made this airbox to suit. Got a little K&N air filler buried behind there. Yeah, just a factory aftermarket Escort radiator. Got the GFB external wastegate under there, and I've also got the Turbo Smart fuel pressure regulator. Got the Bosch 1300cc injectors, or injector dynamics, I think they call them. But it's got all the gear. Like it's definitely going to punch out some good power. It's getting rid of all these issues I'm having. But he got it up on there, and he's got the got it running on the dyno suite. He's got a RPM cut at 4.5 RPM at gate pressure. So she gets up and goes all right, but I can't really drive it. It's got no reg on it. But yeah, the interior's absolutely mint. Escort factory spec, factory hood lining. And I've got the UK RS 2000 instrument cluster. And here's me ECU. It's a little disappointing. I mean, this ECU is great tuning software, but unfortunately it lacks pinouts. It's great for naturally aspirated motors, but really good. The tuner said it's a pretty good ECU. It's just limited, unfortunately, but I knew that when I was getting it. I just got sick and tired of the Mega Squirt, so I wanted something that was easy, plug and play. Does the job. That's what really matters. But got little gauges hidden in here. See, I got me, temperature for the transmission. I told the tuner, I said just keep an eye on that. I don't know what's going to happen because it's got a high stall torque converter. It's got the Ford C4 in it, auto, so it's got a high stall torque converter, so it's gonna build a bit of heat, but no drums at all. As soon as you got the fan going, it just, temperature didn't really change much. So got the wide band, very rich at the moment, but he said he couldn't tune it properly. He needs all these issues to be sorted. I think he said he wants to tune the car for 300 rear wheel kilowatts, around 400 horsepower, just to be safe. And then once I get a feel of the car and I want to go faster, he'll turn the boost up a little bit more, but it shouldn't be a problem. So he's got a lot of work on it at the moment, this Benchmark Solutions. He's got 6 Evos at the shop awaiting parts, because his coronavirus is getting really difficult to get stuff from overseas. So he's going to give me a call when he's got time and a bit of room in his workshop, and we'll get this in there again. Yeah, I was concerned about the transmission getting hot because the Escort's got such tight areas to work with. I've got this tiny little PWR tranny cooler, and yeah, it does the job great, fortunately. And for the internals of the motor, I've got JE forged pistons, eagle rods, billet oil pump gears. I was told to run an external oil pump, but I've never heard of oil pump gears shattering, not billet ones. And I've got ARP head studs, cosmetic multi-layer head gasket, ARP main studs, and I've got the Newman upgraded valve springs. And I've got these little adjustable cam sprockets. He's going to muck around with them, although it's only running standard cams, factory ports, valves and that. Forgot to mention before, he gave me this temperature sensor to put in, so he recommended I put it, well, to save me the hassle of pulling the manifold off and find the ideal spot for it. He said I can either put it in this elbow, but then I run the risk of metal going in here, so I'll probably end up just drilling a hole around here somewhere in this throttle body and just tapping it in there. That should be fine. And this other bung, speed flow bung, for the coolant temperature, I could probably put it right down the bottom of the radiator, down here. Be a good spot. I mean, there's better places for it in the motor, but it's a lot of work to get in there. I forgot to mention before, this boost controller, I've got this little brass piece and I drill a hole in it. He said no way, that's not good enough. I have to get a proper vent, because that's actually an industrial item. So I'll get a proper breather for it and it should be good. I'll leave an Instagram link from Benchmark in the description. Just a quick little video of him dyno tuning it. No power figures or anything, but I've run out of time to do anything at the car now. I'm putting the shed up. So